What's up, beautiful people? Just in the ice bath, done my 3 minutes for the morning. And I just want to run you through my process while I'm in here to help me cope and I guess run through this cold shock therapy session and why I do what I do essentially. So before I get in, preparation is super important, and I've got a couple YouTube videos that I listen to in regards to breath work, just connecting with the breath and letting the body know, priming the body for breathing, especially when it gets into something like this, like an ice bath or a cold shower. If you're doing a power shower in the morning, that's for Tony's guys. So we do the breath work and then we come out here, set a timer, and I'll jump in and I'll get straight into 10 deep breaths through the mouth. So just, and the purpose of the 10 deep breaths, I think Aubrey Marcus in his book Own the Day, Own Your Life, or Own the Morning, Own Your Day, something like that, he talks about 6 deep breaths as part of a study allowing us to tap into the vagus nerve and getting from fight and flight, which is what you'll go into when you get into something like this, and going back into rest and digest. And as long as that is diaphragmatic breathing, so breathing deep into the belly, you're going to tap that vagus nerve, activate it, and get back into rest and digest, or get there faster than you would otherwise. So we do the 10 deep breaths, and then as a part of that, breathing loudly is creating sound, which is more stimuli for our ears to take in, to send to our brain to process, which means we're going to pull ourselves further away from the thought or the feeling of, holy fuck, this is freezing. Just getting my hands out because they're a bit frozen. And getting our mind back on the breathing side of things, tapping in and dropping back into ourselves, into that rest and digest. And so from the 10 deep breaths through the mouth, I'll go 10 through the nose, and that is just to switch over from mouth breathing to nasal breathing. And then from 10 through the nose, diaphragmatic breathing again trying to activate that vagus nerve, keep us in rest and digest, and get us to that place. I'll change that to 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, and that's just taking more control of the breath, which takes a lot more focus. The body's probably still going to be in a little bit of shock. It is cold shock therapy. And then from the 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, once I've done 10 of those, I'll go to 10 box breathing cycles. So 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. And that's something that Navy SEALs in general just talk about when they're in combat, and using that to slow down the heart rate, get back into that rest and digest, get back into a state where they can make a logical, composed decision. And we're just going to be utilizing that, teaching ourselves to handle the external stressors, which is this cold, this ice, this water, your shower, and really the way we handle an ice bath or a cold shower in the morning, first thing, when we don't want to do it, when we're comfortable, when we're cozy, is really going to be a reflection of how we handle external stresses within life. And so to wrap that up, I'll do 3 minutes, because Wim Hof has talked about the 3 minutes being, the length of time that you need to have cold exposure, or exposure to cold, to, I think it was, tap into the brainstem and get back into parasympathetic, and really have some sort of positive impact or effect on the autonomic nervous system. So I'll get out after that 3 minutes, and then I'll jump on the rebounder. And I found that having something afterwards that is part of the routine, part of the habit, that gets me warm straight away, makes me less anxious about actually getting into the bath, because I know I'm going to warm up straight after it. So that's my process. Number 1, prime yourself, breathe, let the body know what's going to happen. Number 2, go through your breathing cycles, routines, creating that stimuli for the brain to process, and allowing yourself to pull away from fight and flight and that thought and feeling of, holy fuck, it's cold. Again, tapping into the vagus nerve, getting into rest and digest, and then just going through those different breathing cycles, taking up that 3 minutes, getting out, getting on the rebounder, doing some sort of exercise to get yourself warm. And of course, again, the way you handle this, the way you handle cold shock therapy, be it a power shower in the morning or your ice bath, is a reflection of the way you handle external stresses throughout your life. That's it from me.